Welcome.
You're now locked into another episode.
Let's go!
Of the Bear and Tails podcast, bringing you your weekly injection of gaming.
Let's go!
Content creation and overall nonsense.
What just fucking happened, bro?
Coming straight from their live streams on Twitch to your headphones at home.
Big time energy.
Let's go!
Let's begin.
Hi!
Yes, we are here.
Yay! I'm so hungry.
What are you snacking on? What did you grab?
They're Bear. This is my favorite thing, guys. Listen, Bear is the name of the company. B-A-R-E.
Also,
I know it's reversed.
also my name.
Yeah, except this one is more about. This is the better bear because it's like bare
What do you mean
naked.
better?
Like you're bearing everything.
First of all, what do you mean
'Cause
better?
Anything that has to do with boobies is better. Bear. Like you're naked. Anyways, so these are Bear, B-A-R-E, and it's toasted coconut chips. They do toasted like banana chips, April, whatever, and these are coconut chips. Let me tell you something. This is like an orgasm in a bag. It's so good.
Is that their new slogan?
Yeah, actually, they hired me, so that's what I came up with. So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You want to get Bear tonight? Let's have a gasm.
Check is in the mail. Episode 18, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. You guys, we got a ton of responses positive about last week's episode. A ton of responses.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Coming off of the personal episode, if you guys haven't listened to it, obviously available now on YouTube and Apple and Spotify and all those wonderful places. But answering questions straight from you. And today, guys, what we wanted to do was go back and kind of knock out the last few that were remaining there that we had. Maybe try to do a little bit more of that in the future. What is my dog doing? Just like sprint. Yeah, he just sprinted over there, man, with a purpose.
Look at that fat ass. Look at that fat ass.
Yeah, he knows what he wants.
Oh, he's thick. There's nothing wrong with a man with a thick ass. I like a man with a nice ass.
Is that it? Is that the go-to?
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, we talked about that last week. It's about the arms, but let me ask you, what is it that's attractive about a man's ass for a female?
I don't know. I just want to stick something in it.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I want to slap it around a little bit. Listen, why can't men enjoy a nice ass? Why can't women enjoy a nice ass? I like to.
I get it. I get it from a man. I get it from a man's perspective, but yeah, listen. It's 2021. You know, all bets are off. You do you, honey boo boo.
I will do me, and let me tell you, it's a fun fucking time.
Yeah, you eat those chips. All right. Get this. So I was going through, I get those updates about our chartable lists and like where we rank as far as podcast recordings and all that good stuff.
Yeah, where we rank.
Unfortunately, I have some bad news.
Okay.
We dropped out of the top 150 in Kuwait. I'm sorry. Out of the top 150 in Kuwait.
Oh, man, I really wanted Kuwait so bad.
But we're in the top 150 in Panama, so things are really looking up.
Yes! Panama!
And then
Panama! Panama!
As I was pulling this up, I found the list of all the cities or all the countries that we've ever been listed in. And I was reading this right before we started recording, and this is a freaking list. Are you ready?
I'm ready for. It's a good list?
It's a list of all the countries that we've ever been in the top 150. And yeah, what this list is all the countries we've ever been in the top 150 for comedy podcasts according to Apple Podcasts. So this
can't wait. I bet you there's going to be some countries I don't even know they fucking existed.
100%.
Go.
Austria, Belgium, Croatia, Czech Republic, Egypt, France, Greece, Israel, Kuwait, Mexico, Netherlands, Norway, Panama.
Wait, we had Mexico?
Yeah.
Mexico's a decent. That's a big country.
Yeah.
Go us. Yes.
I'll go back and figure out what that was. Panama, Portugal, Slovenia, South Africa, and Sweden. Let me go back to Mexico.
That's where Svelana's from. Transylvania. Wait, what's the name of it? Transylvania?
Mexico. We peaked out at. So there's this top 200. We peaked out at 200, according to Mexico.
What about the Transylvania one? The one
Slovenia?
where vampires come from?
Transylvania? We're not in Transylvania. But we're in Slovenia.
You said we were...
Slovenia.
Oh, Slovenia?
Yep. We peaked out. That's also top 200. We peaked out at 168.
Makes me think of sexual stuff.
Sure.
Like, that is if you lived in Transylvania... What's the name of it?
It's just Slovenia.
Slovenia. It's like, I'm from Slovenia.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just makes me like.
All right, pop quiz. Pop quiz right now. Name me one country that borders Slovenia without looking at it. I don't even know. I'm going to pull it up.
Russia?
That would be my guess, to be honest with you. That honestly would be.
Transylvania. Transylvania is a place, right?
All right, where is it?
Latvania.
Here we go.
What was it again? Latvania?
Wow. This isn't even the part of the country or part of the world I thought it was. Interesting.
Who's it next to?
This is, yeah. Do you want one more guess or you want me to tell you?
No, just Belgium.
Now you're getting closer. It borders Italy, Austria, Hungary, and Croatia.
I should have said Austria.
But like
I just feel like I'd want to go there because I feel like vampires would live there, but like hot ones.
It's northeast of Italy, which I didn't think it was. To your point, I thought it would have been right on that border of where Russia is.
Vampires.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Obviously, just sex.
Anything that's got an ania at the end of it.
Sexy vampires.
Like I live in Connecticut. No wait, Kinetic Slavia. Kinetic Slavia.
You crushed it.
No, just sounds sexy.
How's everything happening in your world?
You know.
Same old.
It's been a little rough. I had a little bit of a breakdown on stream the other day, but we're getting through. I think I don't want to dwell on it too much, but I think it's just so important to just remind people that everything on the outside looks good. You know, you posting on social media, you know, all the content, everything on the outside, everything is good. Just always remember there's a person. I just choked.
You're dying. You're dead.
I just choked on a piece of coconut. Sorry.
A piece of bear?
Just remember. Yeah, a piece of bear. Just always remember that there's a person behind that content. And I think what I was trying to do is show my stream that we're just like you. You know, like I've got my issues. I'm not perfect, you know, and it's still surreal to me because I don't even look at myself as like a big streamer, but we are growing and we are getting out there. But I don't know. I just want to keep it real, and I'm not doing it for sympathy or anything like that. I do it because I know there's people out there that can relate to it. And if they can relate to it and know that I go through that too, and look at me, like I'm successful, but like I go through that too, like it just feels like it normalizes me more. And because it's true. And I said this in that stream, is that what I do and what many, many other people do as a streamer and a content creator, no matter what it is, just being out there and on the internet, it's hard. It is so fucking hard. You know, money does not buy happiness. And that has been pushed into my head so much more this past year than ever before. You know, I'm not sitting here saying I'm rich, but I am successful. I've worked very hard to be where I am. And I don't know, maybe one day we can get into it, because I don't know, I'm always hesitant because I don't want, you know, I'm not like a rich person, like,
no.
Anyways, but I am very successful, and you would think someone in my position, and I also, it's not that I'm not grateful, and I am very grateful and so humbled to be where I am. I've worked very hard for that, and that's the cherry on top. Like, yes, like I deserve this. It was never handed to me, but it's fucking hard.
100%.
And that's the truth behind it.
Well, so often
I cry once a week at least. Like, it's true.
What people see, to your point, is what we release. You know what I mean? It's the content, whether it's social media posts or whether we go live. And we've talked about this as far as there's so many times that we just flip a switch when we're live, right? And we go for those 4 hours, like we can be somebody else if we need to be in that moment. But that doesn't actually truly reflect 100% of the time what's going on behind the scenes. And shit is complicated. I mean, when you're talking about running a full-on business and you're talking about running multiple avenues of marketing and funnels and resources and having, you know, even staff and things, like there's a lot that comes with that. And while there's days that you wake up and you're like, yo, I'm a boss bitch. I got my hands on this and we're running this. There's days on the other side where you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, it just is honest.
And that's why surrounding yourself with people that will help you with that is so important. But yeah, the thing that it is that it's stress.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's stress and it's starting to fuck me up because I'm very hard on myself. I'm a perfectionist. I want it to be good. I don't ever want to go backwards. I want to continue growing and I want to make a name for us. And I say us and I always say we because my community is everything to me. But it was getting to the point where I was sitting down to start stream and I didn't want to push the button.
Mm-hmm.
And that never has happened with me. I have always loved what I do and I still love what I do, but it has always brought me joy into my life over the last 3 years of me streaming. And then when it gets to a point where I'm sitting down and I don't want to hit that live button because I'm depressed or my anxiety or whatever, then I know it's a problem. And that's pretty much what was happening.
I get it.
And that's not okay. This is what I do for a living.
Get it.
And it's not that it's nothing to do with my followers or my viewers. Guys, it has nothing to do with any of you guys, by the way. You're the reason why I hit that live button. The reason why I haven't been wanting to hit it recently is because I know that I'm not 110% who I am, where I want to be able to give you guys the good content that you guys deserve to see. And I don't think that's fair. But at the same time, that's why I broke down. At the same time, I'm going to show you guys the ugly because that's real life.
Part of it.
Nothing's perfect. So I try to show you guys the ugly sometimes. I don't show you all of it because I don't, I also want to stay positive. People watch me. I don't want to trigger people. People watch me because they want to laugh. They want to have a good time. But sometimes it's just going to happen. I'm going to break down. I've done it multiple times on stream in the 3 years I've streamed. Mm-hmm. There are things in life that I'm just like, I'm hard. This is hard. And I need someone to talk to and I want to talk to my community about it. Yeah. I don't do it all the time though. A lot of times you can't. You imagine me going on stream every single time saying, wow, this is our blah. You know what I mean? Then people, it's like crying wolf. People are going to be like, here she goes again, So trust me, I could get on stream and I could talk your ears off about what's going on behind the scenes and stuff. But once in a while, I needed to say, because I felt like it was affecting my content. You could see the difference. My energy, I'm a very high energy person. Mm-hmm. So when I'm not high energy, I just want people to understand that, it's not, not a perfect world.
Yeah, you got to let them in behind the curtain so that they see what's going on and everything there. I mean, again, we're people. And guys, what I'm going to encourage everybody, if you're out there and you deal with depression or anxiety, number one is seek the resources that you need to be able to make sure that you live a solid life and you're finding peace in the things that are around you. But number two, if we are that outlet for you, I'm going to refer you guys back to episode 9 of this podcast where we did our honesty episode, because we talked a lot about that on that episode. We don't need to harp it too much today, but you guys, we had an entire episode where basically that's what we talked about is...
Because I was having another mental breakdown. What's fucking new? No, I wouldn't call it a mental breakdown, but it's just I'm having recently, and I think that's just going to come. It's the growing pains. It's the growing pains. Mm-hmm. It's what's just to be expected. I feel like I was not prepared, and I usually am. I try to be, especially in these situations, but I was not prepared for everything to be this way. I mean, I was getting myself into it, but I didn't know it was going to look like this. Mm-hmm. So I have to figure it out, and I'll fucking figure it out because I'll do anything for my community.
100%.
And I don't want to take time off. Everyone keeps saying take a vacation. Listen, I would love to take time off. If I was like Pokimane, she took a fucking month off. Good for her. But you know what? She was able to come back stronger than ever, and she can afford to do that because she's big enough to do that. I'm not taking a month off. Listen. You might think because I'm at a certain point right now, I'm still grinding. I'm still in the grinding phase. I'm not satisfied until I have 10,000 viewers, not even more than that. I got 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Like, I'm pushing. I've got goals I want to hit. And the whole thing about this industry is staying fucking relevant.
Correct.
Staying relevant. Because if it's a week, 2 weeks, or a month that I take off, I'm not in people's faces. I'm off social media. I will tell you right now, anyone that's my size or smaller does that. It will help you mentally, maybe. but it will hurt you in the long. It will not. It doesn't work that way. That's just not how it works. You have to stay consistent, especially with the algorithms on social media.
Correct. A lot of people.
You have to stay relevant.
A lot of people will say, you know, what the same response that they always have, that, hey, we'll be here. We'll be here when you get back. And the fact is yes, your core individuals, the people that are ride or dies, will be there. But that's not 100% of those viewers or those people that interact with your content, especially not even on Twitch. You're talking about things like TikTok with the algorithms or any of the other social medias. Like, you need to.
Oh, yeah, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, you need to be there.
You have to.
So it's tough, but.
Well, the thing is, too, is that. Fuck, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
Oh. The thing is, too, with how my brain works, my brain does not turn off. It's all the time on. So if I was to even take a vacation, I get upset when I have to take one day off. I'm stressing in the back of my head. Oh my God, I got to take a day off, or I got to take 2 streams off. Like, I stress. I took 1 week off. Well, I took some time off when I got sick recently, but before that, I'd only taken 1 week off. I think it was last year. I don't remember. And I'm stressing in my head the whole time. I couldn't fucking relax because I'm thinking about what's the next thing. You know what? That's just how my brain works, and I don't know how to fucking. I don't know how to do it. And until I hit those goals that I want to hit, I don't think I'll ever be able to turn it off, to be honest with you.
I get it. I mean, I'm in the same boat. I just fucking, when it gets to like nighttime, like, I'm always thinking about what else could we be doing? How else could we be doing it? And again, there's.
Yeah, how do you feel? You think of the same things, right? How do you manage your stress?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a little bit different of a boat just because I don't manage as much as you do. There's not as much on my plate. You know what I mean? My days are filled, but you got a lot going, and you got a lot that you're keeping up with, and you got not only again, like, just all your presence on everything demands more attention. Which is the downside, right? That's the double-edged sword of becoming a bigger account and a bigger community and all those things. And for me, it's just this is the honest truth. I think my personal stuff that's going on trumps that. And so it's like I give all of my stress and worry to the personal side, that the business side just doesn't. I don't have stress to give to the business side. You know? Like, I'm going through, you know, a divorce and a family split, and what does that look like, and how is that going to be, and investing in my daughter to make sure that she's like, I got enough personal stuff that I'm working on, that I'm running through, that, you know, like, if I actually was talking about this yesterday on stream. I didn't post on TikTok for like 3 straight days, and I was just like, because there wasn't content that I loved, and I didn't want to put it out if I didn't love it, and I'm not in a position that I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get to, you know, like you said, you're in that grind phase, go, go, go. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way things are right now and figuring out what's the next step. And realistically, more than anything, I think I'm into this mapping phase where I'm trying to figure out, what do I want my brand to be at this next phase as we go.
Well, what do you want it to be?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, is what do I want it to go from, like, you know, if we're sitting at 80 to 100 viewers right now where we are, and I forecast, okay, let's say what do we look like at 500? What do I really want that to be? And to be honest with you, I want it to be more of that kind of slow burn than instant success type thing. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, when we do community nights, much like you, like, everybody knows each other, right? It's like a family table. It's like a family gathering on like a Sunday where we're all getting together and just vibing with each other. And yesterday I forced people to jump into different lobbies and not play with the same people and get to know people. That's a slower burn because it's not content that everybody's going to jump 2 feet in with. But when they discover it, they're like, yo, this is different.
That's literally exactly how I started my community, and look at what happened. You're doing it the right way. So you're going to get there. Yeah. You're going to get there. But no one understands that grind. That's even harder to do that. Like, that's the behind the scene. Like, that's like where people don't even know the stuff that you need to do to become a successful streamer overall at the size that you are. Because I was there. I remember. And that was stressful for me. Holy shit.
It's a different.
This is a whole other level.
I know.
But you'll get there. But listen, you don't ever become complacent. Don't get comfortable.
No.
You should keep going. I'm telling you right now. You know what I mean? Because this is the thing. Stress is a horrible thing. Stress will kill you. But stress will also continue to give you a fucking reality check and where you want to be. And there's a way of turning that stress into motivation and making sure that you hit Is that a fly?
There's a gnat.
What are you
doing? There's a gnat that's like right up in my face.
Oh, a gnat. Did you see my Instagram story about the gnat? Yeah. Please tell me you did.
Hello.
Hey.
What are you doing? You have nice eyes.
Pretty.
Hey.
Oh, your eyes. Your eyes are nice.
Yeah. It just buzzed up in my face and then just flew away. I don't know.
That's great. Yeah. So just don't ever get comfortable, because I'm telling you, like, I think it's just so important to say this, because I was never handed what I feel like people look at me, oh, she's a female, that's why she's successful or whatever. No, because there's so many females out there that are doing the same exact grind, and they're not they're not seeing what they should be seeing. I was never handed anything. And when you get to the point where you might get comfortable, it's that moment of pushing through that to be like, you know what? Like, I can do better, and you should be, whatever anyone else around you's doing, you should be doing better than them, more than them, because that's what it takes to get you where you need to be. That's it.
Yeah, if your competition's doing A, you need to do A plus 10, because you need to, if they're all doing that, you got to stay ahead of the pack.
Or even people that might not be necessarily direct competition to you, but people in your community, use them as motivation too, because some of them popping out content left and right. You should be doing the same. Yeah. You know, just don't like you. I know it's in you, and I know you're going to do great. I mean, your personality alone and everything. The thing is the hardest part of being a content creator is continuously innovating yourself and bringing something new to the table, because everyone wants that, what's new. That's why, that's why the inflatable pool stream did so well. Now I have to replace my whole entire rog for. Oh my God. I did not expect that. Totally worth it though.
Oh my God. The stream was so funny. The amount of times that you fell was astronomical.
I'm trying to find someone to make a compilation. This is the other thing I'm stressing about. I'm gonna make a YouTube video on it, but there's so many clips and so much shit to make a compilation for. I need to make an Instagram compilation for. Like, that's the thing, is I'm sitting on this brilliant content. So if you weren't there and you didn't see it, I gotta edit all that shit down. I gotta find someone to do it. So that's all the thing I'm stressing. Like, that's the thing. But that content, it was gold.
So good.
Did you see the very, very end of stream when I was drunk?
I saw the one where you fell like 5 times in 3 minutes.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that part, but I will talk about this part. Did you see when I was sitting on the banana? And I was like, okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up a stream. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm just sitting on the banana.
No.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to end the stream.
No. I wasn't there for the very end.
I was just like, I just really thought my stream was going to end. I don't know why, because I forgot I was not sitting at my table. I was sitting at my
It's like a TV show.
Bye, have a good one. And I'm just sitting there on the float. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. And then I start singing at the end. And my huge ass face is just popping in and out of camera right here.
Yeah.
It's like right over here. And I have these sunglasses on, and I'm just like laughing, and it was just so fucking funny. I had so much fun. I mean, regardless, I got to rip up my carpet. I got to get new carpet. It seeped through. There was like a crinkle on the right side. So every time I made waves, the water went through. It actually flooded my basement a little bit. I was not expecting it. So mold. Hello.
Yeah.
There was mold in here, but I think I got a lot of it. I still want to replace the carpet, but yeah. So always coming up with new content is what I was trying to say.
You're telling me I should do a hot tub stream?
No, I'm telling you should do a fucking cooking stream, you fuckface. I don't know how many times I gotta fucking say that.
Or a hot tub cooking stream.
How are you gonna pull that off? How?
Listen.
What's your kitchen look like? Do you have a big kitchen?
You can dream it, you can make it happen. Yeah, I got I got a lot of space in my kitchen, yes.
So if I dream for bigger boobs, I can make it happen?
I mean, between that and paying for it, yeah.
I'd never get a boob job.
Me either.
Do you know that after like 10 years or a certain amount of time, you have to re-get them done and continuously, like there's upkeep.
You have to upkeep, of course.
And then it just fucks you up. Like it will fuck you up. People that like had really bad side effects, like I don't even taking that chance. And then you lose like sensitivity in your nips. No, thank you.
Listen,
I would never, ever do that.
I've never been a big fan of anything that looks overly fake. You know what I mean? Like, right? You can tell.
Like half the Love Island girls, right?
Well, first of all, big fan of Love Island. First of all,
yes. By the way, did I tell you I finished everything? I finished Australia,
there's two current seasons happening right now.
I know. I'm watching the one for UK right now.
You're watching the current UK? Good for you.
I haven't. No, wait. Yeah, UK, because they. You want to snog? That means they make out with each other. Yeah. But did you watch the season before that?
I've not watched any UK. I watched both Australia, and then I was gonna start the most recent UK. I have not started the US. That's really what I want.
The Australia one with Erin and Eden, compared to all other seasons, besides the beginning drama, is so fucking boring at the end. I'm just telling you, that was so boring. All the other ones, though, you gotta watch. Oh my god, you gotta watch UK, bro.
I've heard UK is where the drama is.
Yes, but that's because they've done it for so long.
Correct.
They've perfected it, where they just fuck around with people. Like, people get kicked off for no fuck. Like, they purposely kick off half a couple. Like, they purposely do the drama, you know. Anyways,
we love Love Island.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What? Oh, fakeness. We don't really like the way fakeness looks.
No.
In women is what you're saying.
I agree. Yeah, like you can tell. I would say this. I don't have a keen eye when I think girls can tell when surgeries happen more than most guys. And if someone's done it right where it doesn't look overly fake, like I don't think I can tell.
There's girls with good nose jobs. There's good with girls that have gotten you know what I mean? Like, there's some surgeries out there. What I don't like are the over accentuated asses.
Oh yeah.
Have you 100%. Seen like the Kardashians' ass?
Ridiculous.
It just looks. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to hate on anyone. Like, that's what you want to look like. But the thing is when you're famous like that, you're holding unrealistic expectations. But those ass, they're just not guy. I mean, Kylie's a little bit better. Kendall's gorgeous, but Chloe, and Courtney, she's natural, and I love Courtney. Yep. I think she's the realest bitch ever.
I think Courtney's become the fan favorite as the show has gone on because of that.
She's dating the Barker guy,
but even
Travis Barker.
But even before that, I think as both Kim obviously went the most mainstream and then out of touch, in my opinion. Chloe was then quick to follow, and then she's just become the down-to-earth one that really hasn't changed.
Everyone used to hate Courtney, and now everyone loves Courtney because Courtney was a fucking bitch. Like, no one liked her. She's the oldest sister. Yeah. No, but out of all of them, Kylie has come out on top, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Kylie's most popular.
As far as
she's
got business,
the most likes.
Yeah, it's insane.
Kim has, dropped off social media. She's not relevant anymore. No one I don't fucking care. I care a little bit about Kylie. I'm not going to lie.
Do you care?
I think it's cool that she's a young entrepreneur. Was she set up for it?
What are your thoughts on Addison Rae being this generation's Kardashian? She pretty much is.
I'm not mad about it. Honestly, I don't think anyone would ever get to the success as the Kardashians. I think Addison Rae's really popular, but I don't see anyone for a while taking over the king of Kardashian Nation.
Such an empire.
And Jenner Nation, like Kendall and Kylie. I like Addison Rae.
I
think she's a sweetheart. I think she's young. I think she's aligning herself with the right people.
Yeah.
I think she's gorgeous. And she's been really smart. I think she's a sweetheart. And I feel bad for the people that cancel culture is so real and they try to attack everyone because they want to see other people fail. So, yeah, I wouldn't maybe say the Kardashians of this generation, but I just feel like she definitely, the Kardashians are a family. She's one person.
Yeah, but just her following and her influence is more what I'm getting to. And especially the fact that she is hanging out with Kardashians, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, Kourtney,
correct.
Yeah, she's which I think is so cool, too. But everyone's like, it's weird. Kourtney's so much older. I'm like, no, it's not. If you bond with someone, you bond with someone. Yeah. It's not like she's 16 hanging out with a 40-year-old. She's a grown woman. She can make decisions. She's over 18.
Well, she also probably has. I think it's a lot less of a friend-on-friend relationship as it is almost like a mentor-mentee relationship, but they have that friendship.
Exactly. Because like a younger sister. Yeah.
Everything that Addison is going through right now, the Kardashians have been through, right? As far as building that business, and you got a lot of momentum. How do you capitalize on it? How do you build it not just to say, how do I make the buck today, but how do I build the empire 10 years from now that Addison Rae is still relevant and has designer brands and makeup deals and,
Well, the thing
reality.
is also, though, I feel like Addison Rae, especially Charlie, are pulling away from TikTok. Mm-hmm. I don't ever see them on my For You page, and I follow them. Even they used to just pop up regardless.
Correct.
I mean, what the fuck is Charlie doing? Like, and her sister's relevant because she's dating Noah, and like that's a cute couple, right? But like, what the fuck? I haven't heard anything about Charlie recently, and Addison I feel is pulling away from TikTok. She's not posting as much as she used to, obviously, because she can do other things.
They've leveraged.
No, they don't need to. Yeah, so it's crazy.
TikTok isn't where they make their money anymore, right? It used to be that was where the brand deals came from, and that's where the influence came from, and now they're in a position that you have. I don't know this for real, but like Nike's approaching you, being like, "Yo, do an ad for us for $400K," and they're like, "All right, I'm gonna go hang out with Nike." You know what I mean? Like. You're there. They don't need to necessarily.
I just hope she doesn't get any work done. I love Addison Rae too because she doesn't have that perfect body. Mm-hmm. Like she's not like super skinny. Like she's a little thick, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that she doesn't have. No, she has like a nice stomach, but she's not like pristine. You know, like not like some of the people out there that are like fucking models on there. You know, and I like that. I like that she's not.
I follow her on Instagram. I like it too. Is that weird?
All right, now you just made it fucking weird.
Let's get into review.
What did you write?
It must be a good review.
Hey, what did you write?
Is it bad?
And now, a review from you.
All right, we got a review today, and we're going to keep this person's name confidential. We thought it was really important to talk about this review because it's relatable. We're all going through stuff in our life, and we think that this would be a really good sorry, I should not be eating while I'm doing a podcast.
You're fine.
I'm sorry.
Nom, nom, nom.
Whatever. It wouldn't be a podcast without Tails shoving your face with food. Anyways, so we're not going to say your name, title. There is no title. This was sent to us in a DM. So this was what was said. I just want to reach out and tell you that I really needed the new podcast episode. Let's get personal. Recently, me and my wife hit a rough spot. Been together 8 years, have 2 kids, and we're beginning a separation. It's been rough. Not trying to give you my whole life story, but just want to let you guys know that I really enjoy the podcast. Y'all both do amazing content, but today's meant the most. Keep it up. Big fan of both of you. 5 stars all the time.
Fucking love it. And
I mean, yeah.
And this hits home. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm pretty transparent about everything that's going on, but I mean,
you're going through.
I'm in it. You know what I mean? And
you're dealing with it too.
Yeah, and I'm very blessed to be in a position that me and my, you know, soon-to-be ex-wife are not at each other's throats, right? It was a very cordial and respectable.
Mutual, right?
Yeah, very much. And our communication has been dynamite through the whole thing as far as what we want and how do we work together to achieve this peacefully. And I know that's not the case for a lot of people. But even in my situation, it still brings stress. Like I get it, especially when you're talking about kids are involved and
8 years, 2 kids. That's the scary thing about life is that people grow apart.
Yeah.
And in today's day and age, it's more common than what it was. I mean, back in, you know, even my parents' generation, you know, we're like kind of like the first generation. And maybe like even my couple generations before that, you know, in between my parents and who we are.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying right now. Clearly,
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that there was this mindset that was your ride or die. Like you get married and you're through it, thick or thin. You could hate each other.
Well, you couldn't. Back in the day, you couldn't get a divorce.
Correct.
You had to prove that they were cheating, like hardcore, like cheating, in order to divorce your husband as a female. I mean, in general, but now it's just such a common thing.
Yeah.
That it just changes a lot of things in aspect. I mean, but you shouldn't be with someone that doesn't make you happy.
Correct. And there's just, I mean, I think the toughest part for me going through everything was you have this expectation that you set in your mind of what you thought things were going to be and how it was going to go, and it didn't go that way. And
that's okay though.
100%.
That's okay, guys. Like there's nothing wrong unless you were a shitty person and you cheated or you did something fucked up and you shouldn't have and you fucked up and you deserve to get your ass divorced and bye. It's okay to have the feelings that you're having. I mean, I've never been divorced. I mean, you're going through it, so you know more than I. But I mean, I've been through breakups before, mutual breakups too, and never easy. But
no,
sorry, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that it's that mentality, and like I grew up with my dad being an alcoholic, my mom leaving him, and so I grew up with like my father being very distant from the family, and so for me, I always had this envisionment of like when I got married, like it was for the long haul. And when I had my kid, like we were going to be this perfect family unit and, you know, do everything proper. And it's just, life doesn't always work out that way. And sometimes you do have to look at it and say, this is what it is. And that's not bad. But look at the facts of what things are, take everything for its value, and then reevaluate and how do you make the best out of a situation.
Well, I think the big part about it too is depending on how old you are, it can be terrifying.
Yeah. You've
been with someone for 8 years. You have 2 kids with them. That's the life you've known for the last 8 years. Plus, if you were with them before they got married, how long you've been with them before you got married. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why a lot of people stay in relationships that are unhealthy because they're terrified to be on their own. And that is such a valid feeling. It's terrifying to walk away and not be with someone that you've been so comfortable with and have built a life with. Yep. But as much as today's society it's terrifying, as much as today's society it's very common for people to separate, it's also in today's society pretty not scary out there when you get to be a certain age, like 40, even 50, to be single anymore. Because there's so many options. There's online, you can meet people online. Like, you're going to be okay. You know, again, as long as you're not a shitty fucking person and didn't do something stupid. And, correct. You know, in that case, you deserve to fuck you. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it's not as scary as it used to be. Correct. Because sometimes people would look at you being 40 and having 2 kids or 50 being single and having 2 kids. Like, that's terrible. There's people online. There's so many, there's such a, try to enjoy you, and obviously your kids are obviously our priority in your life, but get back to where you were when it was about you only, and just learn to love yourself again. It's so things important in your life for you.
If you can't fix yourself, nothing else is going to work. I mean, that was one of the big things very early on in our process. I'm talking like the first couple months that we separated. I think it was a lot of me looking at her being like, how did we get here? This is your fault. You didn't do XYZ. I was trying. And 100%, like, my mentality switched 6 months later when, to your point, it has nothing to do with the other person. Like, the outcome was a mutual outcome that both of us hit. And more so than anything else is we both needed to find happiness in who we were as individuals individually. And we just faced the music that we just become 2 different people that if we met today, wouldn't be we could be great friends, but we wouldn't be attracted to each other in that way. Our interests.
How long were you married for?
We're in our 6th year right now.
And that's the thing is that, as you know, for the most part, people will stay the same, but at the same time will change over time. Mm-hmm. You know, who you are to your core, but you can't expect the person that you met 8-10 years ago is going to be the same exact person.
No.
10 years later. You hope so, in regards, you know, everyone likes the beginning of a relationship and stuff, but it's just not going to happen. Everyone grows, everyone evolves, things change. But it's if you evolve and you grow together, bingo, or separately.
100%.
Is really what it comes down to. So, to the person that sent this in, thank you so much. We love to hear from you guys. If you guys don't want to be named and you want to send us some personal information, please feel free to send it to Bear. He's better at checking his DMs than I am.
Well, you can also, we
Yeah.
sort through all the DMs too on the, so you can send it to us individually and we see that stuff and we try to repost it when appropriate. But also, you know, we do have the channels that are specifically for the podcast that we're both constantly looking at and updating and all that good stuff too. So
yeah, so you can write a review regularly, or if you guys want to, hear us talk about something personal,
yeah, feel free to DM.
Feel free to send us a DM, and we'll keep. Obviously, we'll know who you are, but that's totally fine because there's no judgment here at all whatsoever. But we'll keep your identity safe, and yeah, these are great conversations because, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that are going through something like that. So thank you so much for the review. We appreciate that more than you even know. And good luck with everything, man. And just remember, everything is going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. Don't worry about a thing.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is, you gotta
finish that, right?
Little thing is going to be all right.
It's going to be all. No, you got to move your shoulders like this. Come on, this is for this person. Tell him don't worry about a thing. Look at that. Thing. Every little thing. It's gonna be all right. Anyways.
No, one of my favorite quotes of all time is, you always got to remember in your darkest days, or you've survived 100% of your darkest days to this point. Which is true. I love that quote.
That's good.
Let's get into the news.
News.
I want to know everything.
I want to know everything. What's the news?
Now, it's time for News and Noteworth.
News and Noteworth from around the industry in regards to content creation and gaming.
Gaming. You know what I did yesterday?
Community night?
I whipped out the Switch.
I
haven't whipped out the Switch in a long time.
also did that this week.
Did you really?
Let's talk about it, because actually part of my news is about the Switch.
I literally went to GameStop and spent $400 on brand new games.
I bought Mario Golf.
I don't want to talk. Oh, I didn't buy that one.
That was the one that I was really interested in. Was Mario Golf, because I already have like Mario Party, Mario Kart. I have obviously Legend of Zelda. But golf I really wanted to get just as like a shoot the shit party game. But I broke it out. Yeah, I broke it out too. It's funny.
Should I get golf? Can we play together?
Yeah.
It's not set up for my stream. It's in my living room right now. But
too.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna whip this out. And I was just like, you know what?
We also could do it off stream. I mean, we could do it on stream sometime, but yeah.
Yeah, no, well, now the Switch is in the living room, so, and I had no games, so I just went to GameStop and went ham. I got this one that's called Brothers 2 something, I don't know, it's supposed to be a good story game, but it's supposed to be co-op, and then I got Crash Bandicoot, I got this other driving game that's for cars, I got a Mario, I got Super Smash because I lost the other one.
I have Super Smash.
I have Kart already, yeah, and then I bought this other Mario one. There's so many Marios, though, I feel like it's so oversaturated.
That's their market.
I like the old school. I just like the old school Mario games.
I don't like
you know?
the open world Mario that they go with now. Where literally you running around the map like that. I agree with you. I like the 2D bounce around.
Yeah. But I do like the Super Mario 64 where you had to go into the castle and do the different star challenges. That was open world, but that one was good. I loved that.
You know what I found on there that I booted up that wasn't there the last time I played, which it's been a few years since I booted up my Switch, in all honesty. They have a large library of Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo games on there that you can play. Like just on their cloud-based server, which is dope, because these are games that like the vintage copies for the SNES, the Super Nintendo, are like $300 now because they're vintage. You know, they're so few and far between.
That is so cool.
But they're digitally on the Switch. I think that's dope. But
that's so dope.
The reason why they're in the news is because there's been a lot of anticipation around their Nintendo Switch Pro and what that would look like. They didn't present at E3. But they did officially announce that they have a new model coming out. Pre-orders actually just opened up for a brand new Nintendo Switch, which is
how much?
$350. It's a OLED screen.
Did they at least make enough so that everyone can fucking get one?
I don't know the market. I mean, they're doing pre-orders right now. It comes out in October.
Just wait.
So we'll see.
Then,
but to me personally, there wasn't enough upgrades if you already own a Switch to be like, yo, I need to get this.
Worth it.
It's still.
I don't give a fuck about OLED screens because I don't play it on the screen. I play it on the TV.
The biggest thing that I wanted was an upgraded resolution because it maxes out at 10K. I was hoping it would go to 4K and it doesn't. It's still a 1080.
Because I'm playing the Switch on my brand new TV and the quality of the game resolution is shit.
It's 1080.
It's shit.
Yeah.
It's not good. No. And like it's like blurry. It's like you expect with that they definitely, well, it probably looks better on a smaller screen.
It does.
But on a big 75-inch screen, it's all fucking, it's not the greatest. I was not impressed with Crash Bandicoot at all and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, so the only thing they switched is the OLED screen. Is it bigger?
It's a slightly bigger screen. It's higher resolution on the screen itself. And then there's better audio output. So like, I've actually done this a couple of times. It's pretty cool how like you can take off the joysticks and like prop the gaming system up because it's a screen and basically play as if it's a mini TV.
Oh, like yeah.
So they basically built it to be more versatile for that with better audio and stuff. But at the end of the day, again, 99% of the time I play this, I'm not personally like taking it on the go. I'm not traveling with my Nintendo Switch.
I mean, it'd be interesting to hear from you guys. Comment below. Do you actually use the Switch with the screen, or do you have it plugged into your TV and you play the Switch through your TV or your gaming? Or your gaming setup? Because
are you mobile?
I
are
mean,
you bringing the Switch if you're in a city that does public transit and you ride the train? Like, are you playing your Switch on the train or the bus or in between classes? If you're a student, like, are you taking it? Mine's just sitting on the dock. Like that's where it's been. That's what it does. The other thing that I thought was really cool that's coming out of this. So I saw a report that Netflix, big obviously on TVs and movies, is getting into the gaming space. They just poached over one of EA's gaming engineers, and apparently is wanting to basically have, from what I understand, they're not developing games. They want to be basically allowing you to get games through a Netflix subscription, is my understanding.
I thought they were going to be like, they're coming out with a streaming platform so people can stream on it.
Not that
That's
I saw.
the last thing I fucking want.
No. I
Please.
think they're doing like a Netflix
God.
subscription type thing. Like as part of your subscription, you can get games, get access to games.
I'm in it. I'm fucking in it. That would be dope.
A giant library
be so-
across multiple platform type things.
So like a Steam.
Yes. Like what they they do with movies.
So you can literally just download it. No,
I think
it's
as long it's very
thing.
similar to like what Xbox is doing with their Game Pass. Where as long as you have it, you have access to this library of games that at any point you can play and download and play through. But much to Netflix's point, my guess is that those games kind of change, or every month they're dropping some and picking up some. Very, very early stages. But it's interesting to me that a major platform like that is doing that.
Good, they should, and then make more money doing it anyways. But good, that's awesome. I thought they were about to be like, Netflix is coming out with their own reels, own fucking videos. I cringe when I hear there's a new thing that people are doing. I cringe.
I laughed so hard at your Instagram update the other day where your movie that you were looking for was on Pluto TV. You're like, what the fuck is Pluto?
When did that? Someone was like, it's been around for a while. I was like, I've never heard of it. Okay, I can't keep track of their Samsung TV, YouTube TV. There's Hulu, Netflix, fucking Peacock, and HBO Max, and fucking Pluto.
Well, and I hate that Love Island, the US season that I want to watch, is on Paramount Plus, which is fucking another $7 per month. What is
Paramount? What? Oh wait, there's a US season for Love Island?
It's happening right now. They're like 8 episodes deep. It's on Paramount Plus.
Why?
I don't know. It's not on Hulu. I'm pissed.
I can't deal with all these people, bro. Like not all these people, but all these different networks. Like, let's get this. Come on. Can we have like a big conglomerate?
Conglomerate? I kind of like glomerate. Glomerate is a good word. We need a big glomerate.
A big glomerate like Amazon, and just have like one network that has everything. That would be so fucking great.
No, it's never happening.
That's really cool that Netflix is doing it, though.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Ubisoft is rolling out a new game that actually announces today, right now. And we're recording this on Monday. If you guys don't know, that's when we record. But Ubisoft is releasing a brand new game along the Tom Clancy timeline. I don't think it's a Splinter Cell, but I saw some early gameplay release. It's a futuristic first-person shooter.
What's it called?
I don't know. I could probably look it up right now. It was supposed to release at 3 or 2 o'clock your time. Let me check right now.
Oh, so an hour and 20 minutes to go is probably what. Hey, you know what I watched today too while you're looking that up?
X Defiant is the name. It's a free-to-play answer to Call of Duty's multiplayer. The 6v6 arena FPS kicks off tests in August. Yep.
What's it called again?
X Defiant.
X Defiant.
Yep, the letter X and then the word Defiant is Ubisoft's free-to-play answer to Call of Duty's multiplayer.
X gonna give it to you.
I was watching some of the gameplay. It actually looks pretty solid. I mean, it's a futuristic, but not like jetpacks. Like, for instance, the gameplay that I saw was a guy was in a gunfight and like he casted like kind of like one of those Halo shields where you can shoot out, but they can't really shoot in. You know, and then once it breaks, it breaks.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a solid game for those who like multiplayers.
But it's only gonna be 6v6, so not like a BR.
No. Yeah, it's specifically going after.
So kind of like Valorant. I still gotta try Valorant. I haven't tried it yet. I wanna try it.
I can't do Valorant.
You've tried it? You don't like it?
I played it once at my brother's place because he's pretty big on it, and it's all mouse and keyboard for the most part, and I don't have that muscle memory.
It's like what's that other game that's really popular before that a lot of people play? When you're different character. No, it's the other one. It's animated. You're like on teams and you each have your certain
yeah, I absolutely know what you're talking about, and no, I do not know the name.
What the fuck is it called? Overwatch. Isn't that's kind of like the same concept, right? Like Valorant is like kind of like right?
Yeah, I think Overwatch, if I recall right, was a BR. I thought. Maybe not.
No.
I never played it. I never played Overwatch.
Overwatch is like it's like a Valorant. Like you have a character that has certain powers.
Yep.
You know, it's like Apex except not the BR-ness. You have certain characters that have certain abilities. And you go like 6v6, like that's how, or 5v5. I could be wrong, but whatever it is. But no, it's not a BR.
Yeah.
It's a multiplayer, and that's what Valorant is, and that's what I see. I feel like I would enjoy Valorant and probably enjoy this game because I'm not a BR person. And I feel like people are starting to try to stay away from BRs because of all the hacking going on. But you know what I did watch today? I was watching some stream. They showed the trailer for the new character for Apex.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know really that much about Apex, but the fucking trailer, what was it? It was like Slicer. I forgot the Apex, the new character's name. Yeah. It is so fucking, the type of animation they did for the trailer, it actually is a similar animation they used in, what was it? Love, Sex, Robots, or what's it called on Netflix? Have you ever watched that series on Netflix? Love, Death, Robots. You've never watched that? No. Oh my, Bear, listen to me right now.
I'm rewatching Watcher right now. Getting ready for season 2.
No, listen to me. Love, Death, Robots.
I'm researching it right now.
If you guys have never watched it, there's 2 seasons. The first season came out a long time ago, and I've been waiting for them to come out with the second season because the first one, it's short clips, short videos, but they put everything into the end. Listen, you need to start with season 1. You need to watch all of them. Each episode's like 20 minutes long, like not even, or 15 or 10 minutes because they're all short stories. Anyways, the animation for the Apex trailer for the new character is similar to one of the animations in the season 2 of Love, Death, Robots. And it is the coolest fucking, I literally was like, coolest fucking thing. Oh, that's all I'm saying. So you should watch it when we get done with this.
Yeah, I'll for sure check it out. I just pulled it up and.
Yeah, please watch it. Can you please watch Love, Death, Robots tonight?
I'll watch it.
At least watch 1 or 2 episodes. Something.
I promise. By next week, you can quiz me on some. I'll give you an honest review. I'll give you at least 3 episodes.
You're gonna watch it and you're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, this is so good."
I hope so. I need a show like that.
It's really good. Please watch it.
Will.
Thank you.
So as we're talking about more and more celebrities getting into streaming and content creation and not knowing what they're doing, one of them,
oh god,
one of them has been Snoop Dogg. Okay, Snoop Dogg.
Oh, I've seen it.
Snoop Dogg is now on a 3-stream streak. His last 3 streams. He's had no audio.
Who's fucking helping him?
I don't know. But he's been streaming for the last 3 days, leaving fans completely in utter silence as he plays Madden. It's no game audio. His mic doesn't work. There's no music. It's utter silence and him just playing Madden.
Dude, after the 3rd stream, that has to be a hoax, though. There's no way. Like, he's getting so much attention, probably because it's just muted. But the first couple times I heard he like left his stream up and running. He was gone for like an hour or something. Like I don't even know,
happened too.
It's so funny.
Yeah, so that's the other thing that he did is he apparently rage quit, turned off his Xbox or whatever he was playing on, and then just walked away. Didn't think about like having to end stream because it's on his computer. Yeah. And so his stream was just running as he rage quit and walked away.
Snoop D-O-double-G.
I fucking love that.
Like his attitude.
But like all I could imagine is like I've seen people who are doing like subathons where the content creator's sleeping and their chat is just still going nuts and like chatting even though the person's sleeping. I assume that's the same type of thing where Snoop's just, you can't hear him, you can't hear the game, but chat's just like, what's up, everybody?
No one's helping him with that? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Moderators.
Who knows? That's goofy. And then the final part of the news that is worth talking about, Elgato did their official release last week, officially making it so you can get literally every single part of your stream setup from Elgato. I mean, this is a company that 2 years ago was only doing capture cards. Now they have their mics, they have their lighting, they have soundproofing, and then the newest products that came out, Facecam, which I've seen reviews on it. I haven't got my hands on my copy yet. It's actually in the mail. But it compares to low-grade DSLR cameras. It's better. Apparently, it's better than any USB camera on the market, and it compares to like the 5000 and the 6000 series on the Sonys. It's very comparable, which is nuts. When you start getting into like the A700s or the A7, 2s and 3s and all that, like I think you and I have the same primary cameras. Right here, I think.
I have an A7. I have a Sony A7.
Yeah, it won't be as good as that, but as far as the other ones, I think that's super interesting. They have the new, like they call it the XLR for basically their Go XLR feature.
Mixer for audio.
Yeah, that's coming out. They have a brand new Stream Deck.
I don't know. I mean, I'm probably obviously I've invested in a Go XLR, so I love my Go XLR, and I'm glad they're doing this because it's affordable for people. I just don't know how I feel about it being one knob.
So I think what the whole concept is it's really the software on the computer. Like,
but who wants to stop what they're doing in the middle of a stream, take their mouse, go to the app,
correct,
and play up and down with their mouse the sliders? No. What we want to do is we want to have sliders right in front of us and go boop boop with our finger and be done with it.
And I think
who wants to do that? Who wants to stop them playing video games to take their mouse, go to their second tab out, go to their second monitor and adjust the volume settings in the software?
I think what a lot of people do is they have like the advanced streams that are really heavy Elgato focus is they have their Stream Deck set up for it. So like they have a Stream Deck button that'll automatically drop their game audio, let's say, to 70 or 25%. So you push it once and it automatically will pull it down for you. And you push it back and, you know, almost like you just set up your Stream Deck to do that. But you have to go through and manually, to your point, you can't adjust it on the fly very simply like you could just a dial.
Yeah.
But I think that,
I mean, I guess, yeah. But that means that you have to also have a Stream Deck.
right.
I mean, smart on their end.
Well,
yeah.
and that's what they're doing is they're basically making it so you can.
I'll be interested. I'm not saying I'm interested to see what that looks like in regards to the Stream Deck and how to do it. I also saw another company that I think used to work on Go XLR or something. They're coming out with a mixer soon, and it's like a screen, and you slide with your like it's a screen, it's a monitor. It looks so fucking sick. I mean, I'm happy because I love Elgato, and because I think their pricing is very, very fair, and I think it's a good thing for it's reliable, and they're definitely making a name for themselves in the streaming.
Massive.
It's quality, yes. But I just feel like they're targeting the people that don't have that high-end stream setup yet. But I would love to see them come out with stuff for the high-end streaming.
Right.
Besides the like knob thing, like it would be really cool if they came out with an actual mixer like a Go XLR, but from Elgato, because the Go XLR is great, but it has its issues. It's definitely not solid. Definitely has its issues in regards to different sources being fucky, and you have to fix it every single time, and there's no off switch. You have to turn it off, and then when you turn it, it's just a lot. So it'd really be cool if they actually came out with something in the future that caters to that stuff, because at a certain point, you know, in depth, and you become more in depth in regards to what you're doing. You know, for me, Stream Deck, I don't really know if I'd want to control my audio through the Stream Deck.
I don't. None of my dials.
I would rather.
Some people, I said none of my dials do that. None of them. And I know like some people have it so like, because you control, literally your Stream Deck can be programmed to do fucking anything.
Yeah. I have it doing for chat, and
I can have it do my Philips Hue lights.
Things,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's ways to do anything, but I don't have.
But I just don't know.
No, I don't. Or like some people have it so that they can like adjust their lights up and down, and like I just don't need to do that.
It's insane. I know. I use my Stream Deck for certain like things like quick sound bites or something. Bingo. I don't know if I want it to even have anything to do with audio. And because if you are relaying all of that stuff through your Stream Deck, that's another thing that can just go wrong completely and freeze up. And sometimes, you know, whether you unplug it, plug it back in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love Elgato and I love their stuff. It'll be interesting to see how it comes out. The camera is what I'm interested in.
It's on its way.
See what it is.
It's on its way.
How much is the camera?
189. I want to say 190.
Love it.
So I think it's
affordable.
fair. Yeah, it's right in that range.
It's affordable and it's fair. And I'm glad they didn't go higher end on that, because they need to target the people that can't afford $1,000 DSLR camera.
Yep. I watched Harris Heller's initial review of it, and it blew away. I mean, the other two he was comparing it to, which was the Logitech Stream camera that they have, and then the another brand. I forget what it was.
Logitech. Here comes Logitech. You just wait. I mean, they need to drop something very soon. Correct. Because you have a competition. So watch. Logitech will come out with something in the next year that
they haven't done any innovation since the Brio.
No.
And the Brio is a great USB camera. I mean, that's what I used before I went DSLR.
I love Logitech's mouses, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
I used to have one, and I love their mouse. I do like Logitech, so I really hope they step it up, because they should. But I think they're more focused on mouse and keyboard. I'm gonna be honest. I really hope Elgato does not go down that route, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really hope they don't come out with a keyboard or a mouse, because then they start getting into that like. I hope they keep it streamed.
The next thing that they need to come out with is a new capture card. They need to come out with an updated capture card on the high end. We'll see.
Okay, anyways.
But that's all the news for today, guys. We're going to hit into some mailbag questions, some trickle over from last week, and some more personality stuff. So let's get into it.
Mail came.
The mail is here.
You know whose mailbag that is?
I do.
You got questions? We got answers. Time for the mailbag.
Was this you putting on your mailbag, by the way? This? Mailbag.
I don't know.
Mailbag. Going to school.
My arm broke out so bad from me wearing that tattoo.
Oh, really?
I have like zits right
Oh,
here.
I'm sure it just covered up all your pores and stuff.
I'm scrubbing it. Yeah, like that tattoo that I put on my arm.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's so funny. I was showing off my muscles in stream, and people are like, I'm like, yeah, I can do 10 push-ups. I go and did 2, and that was it.
She's yoked.
I'm like, watch, I can do 10. No, but I'm getting better at my push-ups. I'm getting better.
First question I got for you comes from Kylie on Instagram. Kylie wants to know weirdest DM you've ever gotten. What comes to mind? Is there one? Is there one that pops out to you? I'll say mine. I know mine. I did get DM'd requesting feet pics once, and that was the weirdest one I've ever gotten. I pulled up the guy's profile, and he was a weirdo.
You know what? Some people are into the burly type, Bear.
We don't kink shame here. I don't kink shame what he's into, but that's just not the normal type of DM that I'm used to getting.
That you're used to getting, yeah. Oh God, I get hit on all the time. I get DMs. Nothing like completely like I rarely get dick pics, to be honest, and I don't even remember last time I saw a dick pic in my DMs. A lot of the times it's more inspirational stuff for people. There was one time. That was more like hate towards me, but I would say, and I talk about this one all the time. I've said this on my stream multiple times. I had a guy one time ask me in my DMs, probably like a year and a half ago, if he could send me his military jacket and I could sit on it for a month.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
And then have me send it back to him. Yeah.
How much?
So he was into like butt stuff. I don't know. We didn't even get to that point because I don't even think I responded. Actually, it's really funny. Yeah. No, yeah. It was definitely one of the weirdest requests I've ever had. I say it all the time. I talked about it in stream, so a lot of people probably have heard the story, but I was just like, what the fuck? Like, wanted me to sit on it for a month. And I'm like, I don't know if he wanted bare ass. I don't know. It was just weird. And I was just like, okay. But I will say this though. There was a point in time when I was single and I was, on Tinder and stuff, and I matched with a Patriot player. Football player. Fucking douchebag, bro. And I was so close to calling his shit out and screenshotting like the messages. These famous guys, especially these football players, get to be so cocky. Sorry, Bear, I'm just being honest.
No, trust me, I know.
So cocky and think they're like the coolest shit ever. And like the questions this guy was asking me, like he clearly just wanted to fuck, right? But like the questions he was asking me were just so cocky and just so fucking dickish. Like I really wish I screenshotted it and put his shit on blast. Like I actually could probably look him up right now. I forgot his fucking name though.
Tom Brady.
That was a weird conversation. Like he was asking me, like he went right to it.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, we should get some dinner sometime. Like he went right to it. Like he was just asking me dumb questions. Something with my feet too, and then something with, and I'm just like, why are you asking me these questions, making me uncomfortable? Do you think I'm gonna cave in and answer these questions because you're like play for the Patriots?
Because there's people that will. There's girls that will.
I know, but it's just so ladies, don't ever fucking do that. Don't ever lower your fucking standards because some guy is like, oh, you're playing the Patriots. Like you're not even like a big prominent player. Like you ain't Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. It was Tom.
You're not
sure.
Elder Scrolls.
You did great.
I don't know.
We just call him Julian.
Julian. Julian's fucking hot though. Just saying.
What if Julian wanted you to sit on his military jacket?
I would sit on anything he'd want me to sit on, baby. Any day, all day. And I would do it whatever way he wanted me to do it. I would do whatever for free.
For free.
For free.
So, Julian, if you're listening to this podcast, now's your time.
Oh, God, this is going to come back and bite me in the ass.
No, zero chance. What is your drink order when you're ordering from like a cocktail perspective?
You go.
I
already know. It's a Bloody Mary.
Is that No, not for me. Not if I'm getting like if I'm out to like a dinner or something and you're having like it's probably an old fashioned. Probably would be the go-to. I really like.
You know what? I look at you and you look like someone that would drink an old fashioned.
Oh yeah, whiskeys and bourbons.
Fart.
That's not an old fart. That's a man's drink. What do you think I'm
ordering? What do you think I'm ordering if I'm going out to eat?
A fucking vodka soda, like with a lemon.
I don't do hard liquor.
A Shirley Temple with the fucking extra cherry grenadine.
Probably like a Sex on the Beach.
What's even in that?
I don't know, but it was yummy when I used to drink it back in the club days. I don't even fucking know what was in it.
You want a pina colada?
No, I don't. I'm not a big coconut.
You were just eating coconut chips. I'm not a pina colada fan.
Yeah, I like coconut, but I don't like pina colada.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean? I don't really know what my drink of. Probably an Angry Orange. I know, like a cocktail. I'm trying to remember what I used to drink. Oh, I got a burp.
Get it.
And it was gone.
Oh.
This is the most unattractive angle I've ever sat in this podcast. First of all, I have this fat right here hanging out. Look at this. It's like, it's just sectioning my fat out. This is so attractive. I look so great right now.
Don't worry, guys.
Wow, look at me. If you make this the thumbnail, I seriously will punch you in your fucking peen. I already know you're going to do it. I already know you're going to do it.
Listen, I'll be gentle with my editing.
You better. There's plenty. We could do the arms. Don't use that as. I will kick your ass.
Brent wants to know who is one content creator you wish you could collab with, and what game would you want to play with them? Mine is. I've been very outspoken about this. I would love to play with Stone Mountain. I think Stone Mountain and I would get along very, very well.
The Facebooker.
Yeah, he's on Facebook Gaming. Yep, but he became really famous for those like sergeant like things where like he's yelling like a drill sergeant at his team.
Yeah.
I think he would be probably my go-to.
I want to say like a big female streamer, but I want to really base it off my personality. So not go so much for the big numbers per se, like a big streamer. I'm
surprised you don't know this off the top of your head.
I don't, because you know what? I love Ray.
Yeah.
Ray will always be someone I will always look up to. I like her a lot. I think I'm too dominant for Pokimane. I don't think I would do. I feel like if I was to play with her, I'd have to bring it back a little bit. I would have to definitely not be as what I am usually. Ray, I feel like can get there sometimes. So that would be great. But I feel like I would love to get comfortable to the point to play with like the group like Tim and Nick, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I would fit into their banter so fucking good. But I feel like I'd still have to bring it back a little bit because I don't want to, I just feel like I'd fit into the banter with them or Dr. Disrespect. I don't know. I feel like it's intimidating to want to play with like a male that's larger, right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like I could really thrive in those funny situations.
You got to have that alpha personality to be in there, and you definitely have that. And you're right.
But they don't play with women.
Correct. 99% of the time they don't. There was I forget who it was. The other day I pulled it up. This is a few months ago. I say the other day. It was Nick, Tim, and some female. I don't remember who it was though. But it was someone inside of Nick's community, I think. Versus another like major content creator type thing. It was somebody who they played with before.
Be careful, and that's the shitty part about it. I would love to see them play with more women.
Yeah,
I would love to see them play with. But the thing is, you have to play with a woman that is respected in the community space. But the only way for them to be respected, especially in the Warzone space, is to get the respect from a big streamer that can vouch for them.
Correct.
And how do you do that? You got to become friends with them and get,
it's
one day.
They're more closed off than, the bigger that you get, the more closed off you are, because the more that your brand is worth. And a slip up or a mistake or letting somebody in that you shouldn't have let in becomes more and more damaging if something goes wrong.
Exactly, and as a female, it's extra.
Yeah,
extra under a microscope.
Tell me
That's a good question.
Tell me an embarrassing story from your childhood or a time you got in trouble.
Pooped on a toy one time because my sister dared me to do it.
I fucking love that this is the question.
Stories.
I love that this is the question that off the rip. Your favorite content creator? Let's think about it. I don't know. Weirdest DM? I don't know. Weird story? I pooped on a toy once. What?
Oh God! And then I used to when I was a kid, I used to tie stuffed animals to strings and then tie the other end of the string to my ankle and run around pretending the stuffed animal was chasing me because it was attached to it. Looked like it. I've got a home video of it, and I have to put it over to a USB so I can put it on my I want to do like a family stream thing. I don't know. Yeah, I was an interesting kid, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what? It was just a prequel to what I am now today. I knew I was destined for weird shit, and here I am.
Jesus. Tell me, what was the toy that you pooped on?
Oh God, it was like one of those. It was a car thing. It was like a driver.
I imagine a fucking dump truck, and you pooped in the back of the dump truck. That's where my mind went.
No, it was like a little town. It had a street, and it had like stores, and there were stores underneath it. So you took a car and you go, and I just pooped right on a little turd. I was a kid, so it was just a little turd,
I like it.
My dad was pissed at my sister. I was young, I didn't know. She's like, poop on this toy. I'm like, okay. Imagine me just pooping out a turd.
Trust me, I get it. I got the daughter who's 3 right now.
I forgot how old I was. I definitely was old enough to I was young, but I was just still like, this is not a toilet. Maybe shouldn't be, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
We're potty training right now. So my daughter's 3.5. She'll be 4 in December. And
Okay.
we're going through potty training right now. And legitimately, the other day, she walked into her playroom and I knew she just had finished eating. I was like, "Are you pooping?" No. I poked my head in, and she's laying on the floor on her stomach, legs crossed behind her, like clenching. And I was like, "Do you have to use the potty?" She's like, "Yeah."
Oh my God.
But like literally trying to do everything she can to not poop.
So she doesn't. Yeah, that's so fucking
everything.
cute. Stop. That is adorable.
My most embarrassing childhood story was easily the first time that I ever drank, hands down.
Childhood. How fucking old were you?
Freshman in high school. I mean,
so 14.
Yeah. Came home drunk and fell down the stairs. 100%. So here's the story. Like I was a recruited high school athlete. I had scholarship offers to play football. I was always terrified in high school of fucking up and losing that. So I was very by the book when it came to things like smoking weed, drinking. Like I just never did any of that in high school. And one party I went to, my girlfriend at the time was like, "Yo, we're all going to do this. I want you to do this with me." I said, "Perfect." Never had drank. Don't know my limit, right? Which is a big part of drinking, is knowing your limit. I was playing beer pong with Jack and Coke and got way too drunk. Came home. I'm a pretty big dude at this point still. I'm down in the basement, crept in the house, all perfectly fine. Got to the top of my steps and just fell down the stairs, hitting each and every fucking wall on the way down. My mom came out, and I remember her standing at the top of the stairs looking down, and I'm just down on the bottom fucking step.
He came in like a wrecking ball. Never felt so hard before.
And that's when that happened. I remember because at that point, I'm the youngest of 6. All my other brothers and sisters had moved out. My parents were at the point in their lives that they were just like, "What? Let's get this last kid out of here."
Whatever, get out of here.
Yeah, and so I literally didn't even get in trouble, really. I got a talking to about the importance of being smart about drinking.
Exactly.
But I remember telling my brother being like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, if that would have happened when they were all there.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're the younger sibling.
Hell wrath.
Absolutely. That's funny.
But
yeah, at least, did you poop yourself, though, at the same time? That would make it even funnier.
I didn't. I remember I was vomiting that evening, but that's about as far as that went.
Okay.
And then the final question that I have, if content shut down today, what would be your go-to, or where would you go? Like, what would you do?
Real estate.
Interesting. Why?
Flipping houses and real estate.
That would be
HGTV is like, if I'm just folding laundry, doing shit all day, HGTV is on my TV all the time. I'm not good at decorating, but I want to own a lot of properties. I own my first one, and I'm looking to buy my second one, but this market fucking blows. So thank you to all you fucking assholes out here that are offering $50,000 over what a normal price for a fucking property is, idiots. I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
It'll correct.
It will. I'm waiting. I'm hoping it will next year. I'm not looking to wait another fucking 2 years till this fucking crashes. It's gonna happen.
As a person who studies markets, I'll tell you it'll happen sooner than that.
Yeah, and I hope so. So, because I'm just sick of it. But I'm looking for my second property right now. Ideally, I'd love to run Airbnbs, but there's a lot more time I need to put into that. I almost bought a house recently. It had 7 rooms, so it was a Airbnb rental for a room kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you could have used it for like showers and stuff. It was too much though. It was a beautiful, huge house, and it was a little bit out of my price range. Not really how much I wanted to spend on it. But yeah, I know a lot about real estate, and I know a lot about. I'm getting more into the flipping side of things. And that's pretty much what I would do. I'd have to be smart about it though, because all of my income is through streaming and brand deals and stuff like that I get. My other social media platforms like YouTube, I'm not making any money. I'm not making that much money on it at all because I'm at 30,000 subscribers. That's it. TikTok, I don't make that much off of either. It's like cents based off your viewership, nothing sustainable. But the whole point is to buy property. That's what I would be doing because I'm not ever going to go back to a 9-to-5 job. If I had to, money was tight and I needed to do what I needed to do, because I always step up for that. But I don't ever want to be.
I think this is more
underneath someone. You know what I mean?
The way I see the question,
I want to be an entrepreneur.
Like, what do you want to do if you were going to do it? My initial answer would be obviously going back to financial services, which I know, but assuming like for purpose of the question to be more creative than that. What's up?
Am I lagging?
No.
Okay, sorry.
Are you Supermaning that hoe? Now watch me. You
Superman that hoe. You.
I think I'd get into graphic design and shit. I mean, I've learned so much about that through everything and through that process about just designing and editing and filming and all that, like from a content standpoint, that if content creation for myself went out, like I'd have no problem going to like do freelance graphic design work.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'll hire you if you want to come work for me.
I'm not cheap. I'm not.
How much?
You have to ask. You can't afford me. We pay by the pound, and that's it's a steep bill.
Graphic design though, that's really cool though. Yeah, that's good for you. I feel like you have to be very creative to do graphic design stuff, and I feel like you would definitely be good at that. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just talking on my ass. I haven't really seen anything.
No, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't think it's a secret. I'm going to say it anyways. Like I've done a couple of nice pieces for other individuals, one of which was Maddie, Crusader. And if you go to like her stream, the emblem that's underneath her bar, she approached me with basically saying, "Hey, this is what I'm looking for. Like, could you knock this out? Something like this." I said, "Yeah."
Okay. So what if I wanted to see you knock something out for me?
Listen.
I didn't know you were actually doing graphic design shit.
I'm sorry. Listen, it's I got a lot of DMs right now that I'm answering. I got a lot of.
Oh, shut your fucking mouth! No, you're not.
You got to get in touch with my social media manager. He's right here. Here he is.
You're lying.
That's he'll be to your DMs as soon as possible.
I want to see what bar. Oh, what's underneath her name?
Underneath her. Yeah, where her name is. How her name and emblems like fade in and out there. That black bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I designed that for her.
And the new one?
Yeah, I mean it's in her streams. I don't know.
Yeah, the new one. She just did a rebranding with her. Oh my god.
I didn't. I wasn't part. I wasn't part of her new rebrand. Let me take a peek.
Oh, okay.
She's still. Before. Yeah, she's still using it. I don't know. Let me take a peek.
I don't know what that is.
I know she just hired a full company to do a full rebrand.
Yeah.
So let me confirm here real quick.
Sorry, this is boring for you guys. Anyways,
if you're wondering how our conversations normally go, they're a lot like this.
We should wrap it up.
Yeah, we definitely can.
We'll talk
there's
after.
Maddie's voice. You guys, I appreciate you all for coming out. This has been episode 18. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Vibing with us, doing what we do best. Make sure
he's not paying attention. He's typing shit into his keyboard. Yeah.
No, I'm getting on my stream deck. My stream deck, getting the outro ready.
Stream deck. There we go.
I'm so fancy, guys.
So oh, it's frozen.
We don't really need it.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, guys. You have a great day. This is the end of stream. This is the end of the podcast. See you later.
Hope
Bye.
you all are staying safe, staying happy. Until next time, guys. Happy gaming.
Bye.
That was another episode of the Bear and Tails podcast.
You want more?
Oh my God, I would love some.
I need it now!
Make sure to subscribe and share, and catch both Bad Bear Gamer and Sweet Tails live on their streams out on Twitch.
We're just big vibes, you know what I mean?
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Don't forget to follow the show on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
At Bear and Tails Podcast.